Welcome to Baz Travels.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
Leaving the open fields of the mall behind, you step through the iron gates of the National Gallery of Art Sculpture Garden. Immediately the atmosphere changes. The vast monumental scale of the city is replaced by an intimate garden-like setting where high art and nature live in perfect harmony. Established in 1999, this six-acre oasis provides a much-needed sanctuary of shade and creative inspiration. As you move along the winding paths, the sound of the city's traffic begins to fade, replaced by the gentle rustle of trees and the distant splash of the central fountain. The garden is home to a world-class collection of modern and contemporary sculpture, and as you walk, you'll encounter works that are just as playful as they are profound. One of the first things to catch your eye is likely Roy Lichtenstein's House 1. From a distance, it looks like a simple two-dimensional cartoon of a house, but as you walk past it, the perspective shifts and warps, creating a brilliant optical illusion that makes a house appear to move. It's a perfect introduction to the garden's philosophy, that art should be interactive and accessible to everyone. At the heart of the garden is a massive circular fountain. In the heat of a DC summer, this is the most popular spot in the park, providing a cooling mist and a rhythmic soundtrack to your stroll. In the winter, the water is drained and the basin is transformed into an outdoor skating ring, one of the most scenic places in the world to lace up a pair of skates. Surrounding the fountain are the outdoor rooms, created by the landscaping. Pockets of benches nestled between hedges where you can sit and contemplate the sculptures in relative privacy. Continuing your loop, you encounter the whimsy of Claes Oldenburg's typewriter eraser, Scale X. This giant oversized office tool, leaning at a jaunty angle, turns a mundane object into a heroic monument, reminding us to find beauty in the everyday. Nearby, the spindly elegant form of Louise Bourgeois' spider rises from the grass. While it might look intimidating at first, the artist intended it as a tribute to her mother, a weaver who was both protective and industrious. The contrast between these bold modern forms and the traditional plantings of the garden creates a visual tension that keeps the walk engaging at every turn. As you walk, notice the variety of materials: bronze, steel, aluminium, and stone, all weathering differently under the Washington sun. The garden acts as a living gallery, where the changing light throughout the day and the shifting seasons provide a different backdrop for the art. You might see a group of students sketching a Tony Smith's geometry piece, or a couple sharing a quiet moment near the Marc Chagall mosaic. As you approach your exit, you prepare to rejoin the energy of the National Mall. You carry a bit of the garden's tranquility with you. This space serves as a reminder that the capital isn't just about politics and history. It is also a place that celebrates human creativity and the quiet beauty of a well-tended landscape. Stepping back onto the gravel path of the mall, the memory of the sculptures remains, a collection of bold ideas standing tall under the open sky.
Just hope it doesn't go down that way, but
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.